Military news. Space Force has officially released its theme song. Here's a sample. It sucks. All right, in economic news, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates yet again, to try and get inflation under control. And I don't know, people, after 3 big interest rate increases that, like, they haven't stopped inflation. Maybe it's trying to try something different, you know? Maybe we just invite inflation to a party. Yeah, and then when it gets drunk and passes out, we draw a dick on its face. It won't change anything, but it'll be funny. Haha, inflation. All right, let's move on to some of the biggest stories of the day, starting with the only ex-president who spends more time with his lawyers than his grandkids, Donald Jurassic Trump. Now, it turns out the former president is somehow in more legal trouble than ever. And we're going to find out why in another installment of America's Most Tremendously Wanted. We all know that Donald Trump is already in legal trouble for January 6th, for stealing classified documents, for meddling in the vote count in Georgia, and for having an ass that just will not quit. But now, he's also in big trouble with New York's Attorney General.
We are in unprecedented territory once again. The New York Attorney General has just filed a sweeping fraud lawsuit against former President Trump, 3 of his adult children, and the Trump Organization. AG Letitia James says they were involved in a decade-long financial scheme that allowed Trump to falsely inflate his net worth by billions of dollars. James says the investigation uncovered some 200 examples of false valuations of Trump's assets, and she thinks this civil case will have serious criminal fallout.
Pattern of fraud and deception that was used by Mr. Trump and the Trump Organization for their own financial benefit is astounding. Claiming you have money that you do not have does not amount to the art of the deal. It's the art of the steal.
Donald Trump is in trouble now. Yeah, because when a prosecutor uses a rhyme, you're about to do time. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not optimistic, but if half of what the Attorney General is saying is true, Trump is an even bigger con man than we all thought, because he's accused of lying about the value of his properties for decades to defraud the banks into giving him better loans, right? And these are not small amounts. They're not small amounts. For instance, Mar-a-Lago was worth $75 million. And what did Trump say it was worth? $740 million. How? Because I upgraded it, folks. Yeah. Totally upgraded. I added a rec room. It's got a foosball table and everything. He also claimed that his 11,000 square foot apartment was actually 30,000 square feet, which was a lie. So this man is going to be the first person to ever get in legal trouble for claiming his apartment is a grower, not a shower. And I've got to say, it would be so funny if this is what takes Trump down, huh? Can you imagine? He tried to overthrow the government, but then they get him for lying about having an in-unit washer-dryer. It's like, that's the thing that locks him up. Oh, and according to this lawsuit, it wasn't just Donald. Apparently, the whole family was involved in the scheme, which is pretty disappointing. I mean, I expect this from Donald Trump, you know, and also from Don Jr., and also from Ivanka, but Eric? Well, actually, yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who would do this.